What's up, everybody? It's Janessa from Simply Eloped here for your tip of the week. This week we're talking about how to elope in Colorado. First of all, you gotta choose your vibe. Colorado is known for its diverse and stunning landscape. So whether you're wanting the fall aspen trees in Aspen, Colorado, the cliffside peaks at Rocky Mountain National Park, or the gorgeous Red Rocket Garden of the Gods, you kind of need to decide what vibe you want. So start there. Next up, determine what time of year you want your ceremony. You're gonna be shocked. At Simply Eloped, we perform ceremonies year-round. Some of my personal favorite ceremonies that we do are in the depths of winter in snowstorms. So whether you're into the spring, summer, fall, or winter, choose your jam. Something else to consider about date is some dates are crazy popular. This year, 10/10/2020, we booked out almost a full year in advance. So if you're doing a numerical date or a special date, just know it might book up really fast and you might need to plan far in advance. My next tip is determining your group size. This will determine what kind of venue you can even hold your ceremony at. You'd be shocked at how few venues can accommodate more than 40 guests. So if you have a larger wedding or a larger group, just know you're gonna be a little bit more limited on the type of venue that you can have. In addition to your group size, you definitely need to figure out your budget. Eloping in Rocky Mountain National Park is gonna be fairly affordable. We're talking like $2,000 or less. But if you're gonna have a big group size and you wanna get married in Denver city limits, you're gonna be looking at a larger budget. So be sure to keep that budget under wraps and be mindful about what you want it to be going forward in your planning. After you determine your group size, find your venue. Make sure they're available on your date. Do a walkthrough if you're able. Coordinate the permits or the reservation, whatever you need to do to lock it in, but make sure you get it in writing. For those of you that don't know why to get it in writing, it's super crucial to get a contract, terms of agreement, or a written permit that you have the day, the time, and the spot that you want. It's just really good to be clear about those things way ahead in advance of your actual date. After you have your venue locked and loaded, it's good to start putting the pieces in place, the services that you want. So whether you're looking for an officiant, photographer, videographer, hair and makeup, florist, decor, caterer, DJ, whatever it is. Once you get the venue and the date locked in, start booking those services. And remember, those things add up, so be mindful of your budget. A super fun fact about Colorado is not only do you not need any witnesses required by state, but you also don't need an officiant. That means you can self-solemnize your own ceremony. Or, my personal favorite, even your dog can solemnize your wedding for you. What? It's part of the state guidelines and it's pretty cool. It means that you have flexibility. So if you want to elope with nobody but you and your partner, you can actually legally do that. Next up is wedding license. If you want your ceremony to be legal and you're holding the ceremony in the state of Colorado, you do need to have your wedding license. It's not a very difficult process. You really just need a form of identification and to go into their office to get the actual wedding license paper. But if you don't take that mandatory step, your ceremony will not be legal in the great state of Colorado, and you're gonna have to take care of that back home, which means double ceremonies, double whammy. Whatever it is, if you want that ceremony to be legal, you have to get a marriage license. The nice part is once you get that marriage license in Colorado, you'll submit it to the Colorado government and then they will send you a marriage certificate, which will then translate to whatever state you live in. It's a super easy process, but needs to be done. Lastly, don't forget, the elopement experience is not just the actual ceremony. It should be about the hours and days leading up to and the hours and days afterwards. So don't forget to plan a really exciting way of celebrating after your elopement, but also think about the trip holistically. Are there fun things you want to do in the great state of Colorado? Be it hiking, going to a concert, whatever it is that fits your fancy, make sure you fit that in, schedule it. So those are my tips for eloping in the great state of Colorado. I hope those help. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, ring the bell, and join me for next week's tip of the week.